Hello everyone, welcome back to our Pikimov tutorial series. In this episode, we are going to dive a little deeper into the core editing tools that Pikimov offers. And by the end of this video, you'll be able to cut, rearrange, enhance, and organize your clips almost like a professional. So let's get started immediately. Now we are going to set up our project. We've already seen this in the last video. We are going to choose a 2D camera space for now with full HD 25 frames per second, which will last around 5 seconds. We don't need really a long clip in order to practice. All right. Now the first thing we want to do is what this little icon says, which is start adding our items. We can import images, videos, audio, rectangles. We can create a disc or an ellipse. Right now we are going to import images. We are going to choose what we are most comfortable with. All right. I am going to choose a couple of pictures. All right. And here they are. All right. Now we can select each of them and drag and drop them. Of course, like any good editing program, you can rearrange the size of the picture. You can put them wherever you want. I'm going to zoom out a bit so I can see it better. All right. And of course, in order to change the clip you're choosing, you just, click on them and then drag and drop them everywhere you want on the canvas. Also, in order to reorganize the clips in the time frame, you gotta grab this little tool here, and then you're gonna drag and drop these frames in order to edit how long they last. So as you can see here, we are basically moving the little clip, and as you can see here, it has shortened quite a bit. And you can edit the length like this. And also, of course, you can do it with the other clips as well. And you can also, drag them so that they can snap. Now we are going to see what the effect is. So we have the first picture, and then the second picture will appear. All right, now I want to add this, make it last longer so that the pictures are close together. Perfect. And this is basically it for, dragging and dropping these little clips. Now, if I want to trim, I am going to click and I'm going to go with the right button on my mouse and choose to split on a preset frame. And as you can see here, we have different clips of the same picture. Now, if I'm not sure if I wanna, delete one of these or not, I can duplicate it. We can click on the right button again and go with Ctrl D as the shortcut says here. We can duplicate the frame and that's it. We can basically do this. All right. So now we've duplicated the clip, we have trimmed the clips, and basically now we can rearrange them however we want. Each clip has its own little section here on the timeline, so it stays organized. Perfect. Then now we are going to, work with text, titles, and so on. So we are just going to do that. We could also generate subtitles if we have audio, but we do not have audio right now, so we are going to just apply some text. We are going to click on Add Item and select Text, of course. It takes a little to load. Here we have it, our little text. And here we can adjust the properties, of course. We can edit the position, the rotation, the scale, the anchor points, the blend mode. We can also limit the text width. We can choose the font. We have quite a few fonts, and we can import fonts as well. We're going to select, a random one. Of course, if we want to check the properties again, we have to click on the element that we're interested in. And as you can see here, we're going to see how to edit the picture as well. All right, we have the text, which we can write with our keyboard, of course. We have the font size, which can be regulated here. We have a maximum size here. We have letter spacing. We have line height, which is useful when you have, text that goes on multiple lines, like this. Yeah, letter spacing again, line height, as you can see here, you're gonna edit it like this. Then we have the text alignment, which is extremely useful, as you can see here. We have also the opacity, as you can see here. You can also choose to animate the opacity, which you can do through this little clock animation. But we are going to do this in the next video. We have the color, of course, and we can choose the color the same way we saw in the last video, which is basically through these different methods, as you can see here. All right. And we can also choose to set this text as mask. So we're going to move it here. And if we set it as mask, right now it's not going to be visible, but if we invert the masking, it is going to be in a bit. And as you can see here, look at this little effect that it does. So it can create a mask. See? It's actually quite a useful effect. Now we are going back. We're going to select mask again, and then we can choose to, set it as alpha or luminance. We can choose the feather size here. We can choose the expansion here. We can choose to invert masking as we have seen. And now I'm going to set it back. And that's it for the text, basically. Now we are going to apply effects to our elements. Okay, you just click on Add Effect. And here we have quite a few options. We have bend, bloom, blur, brightness, contrast, the chroma key. We have the chromatic aberration, the color balance, the color overlay. We have the corner pin. We can crop the edges. We can extrude 3D elements. We can film grain, fluted grass, glitch, and so on. There's a lot of them. We are going to try this one for now. I'm going to make you see how to edit it. We have the amplitude here. As you can see, we have the frequency of the waves. Do not exaggerate, or it's going to be very confusing to look at. We have the speed, as you can see here. It's going to be animated, so we are going to see it in a moment. As you can see, you can regulate the speed. It's quite a high speed. Now let's set it back to 3 to see the difference. It's definitely very different. And so on. So basically, you can also animate the speed itself so that you can make some moments more, fast and others a little slower. We are going to see it in the next video. It's going to be a very useful tool to use. So in order to delete a clip, you just right click and then click on remove. And this is here. All right, we're going to delete this other one as well. It's duplicated by mistake. We're going to delete and so on. All right, I'm gonna just set it for the next video, which is going to be basically animating these clips. It's going to be quite easy actually. It's a really easy program to use, and it's online and it's free, so I definitely recommend it. It works similarly to After Effects, and you can also choose to apply other effects. We have typewriter, which is currently unavailable, but we have so many more. Right now, I'm going to choose chroma key, which is interesting. We can choose a color, which we can pick from the image, like this. And then we can choose, to almost posterize this picture, as you can see here. and it will select automatically the areas that have that color. This is very useful with green screen. That was why, there was a bright green before, and so on. So you can delete the effect, can, choose to see how text the effect is going to be. Right, I'm going to color pick again to show you. All right, then you can choose to make it visible or not. You can copy the effect. You can also paste it onto another clip if you want. Of course, it's not doing anything right now because the color that we have selected. All right, I just had to toggle the visibility on. Perfect. So this is basically everything you need to know about effects. Now, of course, you can toggle the grid. You can center vertically, center horizontally through these little menus, and you can move the anchor point. You can choose to anchor it somewhere else, like here on the corner, or even outside the picture itself. All right, I'm going to center it again. I'm going to put it here. And I'm going to just toggle the effect off because it doesn't look quite good. And so on. You can choose to add other items like the rectangle. You can resize it. Here, you can go to properties and select a few options. You can choose the position, the rotation, for example. See, like this. Then you can choose the scale. You can choose to keep the aspect ratio, like I'm doing here. So it's going to be basically the same. As you can see here, it's the same. Then if I don't want to keep it the same, I just click on that button again, and then there it is. If you click on Shift while you drag the borders of your shape, it's going to edit the shape again, and it is so much quicker. And here we also have the anchor point, the blending mode, which we can choose. Of course, since it's just white, it's not really going to be, very visible. But right now we have a difference, which is basically negative, which is interesting to look at. We also have an overlay. All right, we're going to set it back to normal. And here we have opacity as well, width, the height, and so on. We basically have everything we have seen before. We got the corners, which is new. You can smoothen the corners. You can choose to fill it or just, keep it to a single image. You can choose the fill type if you want 1 color, 2 colors, 4 colors. You can choose the fill color, of course. We can choose stroke here, as you can see, and the stroke color as well. You can also set it as a mask, like we did with the text. And there are basically the same options as we've seen before, so I'm not going to repeat myself. All right. And of course, once we are done with our video, we can export it and so on. We got the DESC, which works exactly the same as this little rectangle we have seen here. The other things we are going to see in later videos, mostly because they're applicable mostly to 3D videos, and right now we are working on a 2D platform. All right, this is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be updated when it comes out.